when we wrote "You Were Meant for Me," we had just come back from Mexico and we were surfing down there. And there's this place called La Posta in San Diego, and it's off of University Avenue. And if you go there late at night, and some nights, not so much now because they've kind of gentrified it up more, but there used to be like prostitutes on the street and drunks just staggering around, and it was kind of a bit trashy. And me and Jewel like to go there to get bean and cheese burritos after surfing trips. So we went there to get a burrito, and then we pulled out the guitar, and we were just sitting there, and business was slow, and it was two prostitutes. They were really nice, and so we were just talking to them, bought them a burrito, we're all hanging out, the four of us, and then they said, "Why don't you sing a song?" I go, "Well, we just came back from Mexico, we just wrote this song, we don't know who should do it." And so the girl says, "Well, let's have both of you do it." So I sang it first. I was like, I hear the clock is 6 a.m. I feel so far from where I am. I got my eggs, I got my pancakes too, and I got my maple syrup, everything but you. I break the yolks, make a smiley face. I kinda like it in my brand new place. I wipe the spots off of the mirror, don't leave the keys in the door. I never put wet towels on the floor anymore, 'cause dreams last so long, even after you're gone. And I know that you love me, and soon I know you will see you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. Oh, my mama, she was that's the sound of money. Sold a cup of coffee, headed to the workshop. Picked up the paper, it was more bad news. More hearts being broken, more people being used. Put on my coat in the pouring rain. I saw a movie, but it wasn't the same. It was happy, man, I was sad. It made me miss you, oh so bad, 'cause dreams last so long, even after you're gone. I know that you love me, and soon I know you will see you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. So it goes to the bridge here. That song had blown out of the window of my Isuzu Trooper. I think it was 1994 or 95. I had an Isuzu Trooper, a maroon one. And it blew out and landed in the water, and I was in a hurry to get back to San Diego. And thank goodness Jules said, "Go back and get it." And I said, "No, we got Food Stamp Love. That's a good song too." And that song, the hook was, "I'm sick of your food stamp love. I'm sick of your food." It was like how a lover who just doles out love like food stamps. Which I thought was going to be the hit. And she goes, "No, You Were Meant for Me is the hit." So I went back and get it out of the water, and the bridge was like all runny because the ink was runny. So I was trying to sing it to these two prostitutes. And it's like, I go about my business, I'm doing fine. And I remember this sitting on the table next to a bean and cheese burrito as my stomach growled. I go about my business, doing fine. What would you say if I had you on the line? Same old story, not much to say. Hearts are broken every day. Oh yeah. So before I got to the last verse, they said, "Jewel, you sing a verse. You do it now." So she did it. Damn it all. This was what the girl said. "Honey, that white boy can't sing. You take that song and make it a hit." Never forgotten that. I brushed my teeth, I put the cap back on. I know you hate it when I leave the light on. I pick a book up, I turn the sheets down, I take a drink and a good look around. I put on my PJs and I hop into bed. I'm half alive, but I feel mostly dead. I tell myself that I'll be alright. Shoot and born tonight. Now the song ends up getting really popular where people just knew it, and you would see girls in Jeeps at Mission Beach driving by, and the Jeeps would have the top off. There'd be 4 girls and they'd be at a stoplight, and I would pull up and you would hear them just going, dreams last so long. And I'd go, I wrote that with Jewel. All burnt out looking, and they go. One of them threw a bottle of water at my head. I know that you love me, and soon I know you will see you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. It's weird how we picture ourselves in our mind. Like, I was playing in Texas a couple weeks ago, and this guy from Africa was in the audience, and he was so cool. And he didn't speak a lot of English, and he was really skinny, and he was getting so into the show, and afterwards he comes up to me and he goes, I love the way you play. I love you. And he hugged me and he goes, you remind me of Back to the Future. And I go, and I really thought, I go, that's cool, Michael J. Fox, that's awesome. And he goes, no, the doctor. Get my flux capacitor. I've got to get back to the future. Dreams last. So I was so pumped, even after you're gone. Don't you think I kind of look like Michael J. You were meant for me. I'm the dude from Taxi, Jim. Yeah, you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. It's so weird seeing you sitting there, because I keep thinking Clint Eastwood's here. And that'd be so cool if he were, because, well, when I was a kid, one of my earliest memories was going to the double feature in Pasadena, California, where we had moved to from Halifax, Nova Scotia, where I was born. And they used to do double features there at this theater, and they would do like Island of the Blue Dolphins and some other kid type film. But man, I remember one week they played A Fistful of Dollars and A Few Dollars More. How cool are those? I mean, like, they still hold up today, right? And so, soundtrack by Ennio Morricone, Sergio Leone film, spaghetti westerns they call them, because they were filmed in Italy for a lower budget. But I remember being in the theater and I was watching Clint Eastwood, and he always had one of those sawed-off cigars that have that look. I know what you're thinking. Well, I'm gonna time travel up to Dirty Harry, but you're wondering, did I shoot 6 shots or 5? Well, seeing as this is the 44 man, the most powerful handgun in the world, you gotta ask yourself a question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do ya, punk? Well, that's not what he said in that movie, but I remember he was chewing the cigar and he had like a serape on, really cool Mexican blanket, poncho, and he had a cool hat. He had all the whiskers. And I was just a little kid and I got Red Hots, those candies, Red Hots, and I was chewing on it and I was like, fucking hey man, I am Clint Eastwood. Like, that's the cool thing about movies, right? They just take you there and you become that person. So I remember now I had to go take a piss really bad. I went in the bathroom and when I saw myself, I was so sad. I just had red lips, stains all over my lips, and my stupid face as a little kid. I was not Clint Eastwood. Dreams last so long, even after you're gone. I know that you love me, and soon I know you will see you were meant for me, and I was meant for you. You were meant for me, and I was meant for you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Cheers, amigo.